There's a certain kind of silence that exists only at home. It's not the emptiness of boredom, nor the sterile quiet of an empty office. It's a living silence, one filled with small, familiar sounds, the hum of the refrigerator, the soft creak of the floor, the whisper of wind against the window. Within that calm, something in you exhales. For once, no one needs anything from you. You don't have to be anywhere or anyone else. It's not loneliness, it's safety, it's peace. Many people don't understand this. They look at those who prefer staying home and assume they're antisocial, withdrawn, maybe even afraid of the world. But for some, home isn't an escape from life. It's the only place where life feels real again. Outside, everything is too loud. Expectations, comparisons, constant noise, all of it drowns out who you are. At home, everything slows down. The air clears. The mind breathes. That need for stillness doesn't come from nowhere. For many, it begins in childhood, in classrooms filled with shouting, in crowded buses, in places where you had to speak louder to be heard, smile wider to fit in. When the world feels too overwhelming, some people start building an inner refuge, a softer, gentler world inside themselves. Over time, the home becomes an extension of that world. It turns into a sanctuary. Psychologists say that people who crave time alone often have a high sensitivity to external stimuli. Their brains absorb every sound, every flicker of light, every vibration. It's not weakness, it's intensity. So, when they find peace at home, it isn't avoidance, it's balance. Their nervous system recognizes safety there. What others might call silence, they experience as relief, a quiet signal that says, "Here, I can rest." But it's not just about overstimulation, it's about authenticity. At home, the mask falls off. You no longer need to play your social self, the one who knows what to say, when to smile, how to fit in. When the door closes, the performance ends. What remains is the unfiltered version of you, the one who isn't performing for anyone, the one who simply exists. It's strange, isn't it? You can be surrounded by people all day and still feel invisible. But the moment you're home, sitting by a window with a cup of tea, you suddenly feel seen by yourself. That's the quiet magic of solitude. It's not isolation, it's intimacy with your own soul. In a culture that glorifies extroversion, this kind of calm is almost rebellious. We celebrate the loud, the busy, the visible. We treat stillness as idleness and silence as something suspicious. But there's a powerful kind of strength in those who can be alone without feeling lonely. They've learned that meaning isn't always found in movement. Sometimes it's hidden in the pause. Solitude, when chosen intentionally, becomes a form of meditation. It's where creativity is born, where emotions settle, where clarity surfaces. Think about your own moments of realization. They probably didn't happen at a party or in a noisy cafe. They came late at night, in the shower, or during a quiet walk. Silence doesn't mute the mind, it amplifies it. And yet, people who find happiness in solitude often carry an invisible guilt. Society tells them they're missing out, that life is happening somewhere else, in the noise, in the crowd, in the shared moments. But those pictures and stories are only fragments. True peace isn't found in constant motion. For some, it looks like simply being home. Home is the modern temple. In ancient times, monks climbed mountains or hid in caves to find peace. Today, people find it in their bedrooms, in the warm glow of a lamp, in the quiet hum of everyday life. Biologically, this matters. In familiar, low-risk environments, the body relaxes. Stress hormones drop. The mind clears. That's why we often feel emotional when we finally stop. The guard falls, and what's been buried begins to heal. But not everyone sees it that way. You should get out more, people say, as if peace was something suspicious. What they don't see is that staying home can be transformative. that the greatest revolutions sometimes happen in silence, through reading, writing, reflecting, dreaming. Those who love the quiet aren't hiding from the world, they're rebuilding their connection to it. And when they return, they bring calm instead of chaos. This love of routine, of small rituals, is also deeply psychological. Lighting a candle, making coffee, tidying up, each act tells your nervous system you're safe. It's not monotony, it's emotional regulation. In a world obsessed with speed and productivity, such slowness becomes an act of defiance. It's a reminder that the worth of a life isn't measured by its visibility. Staying home is not withdrawal, it's depth. It's learning to notice again the morning light on the floor, the rhythm of rain, the steady beat of your own heart. These small moments, strung together, form a quiet kind of fulfillment. Solitude becomes a mirror, not a punishment. It shows you who you are when no one else is watching. And that's the real secret. People who love being home aren't running away from life. They're living it differently. They move slower, but more consciously. They don't chase validation because they've found something steadier, inner peace. They know that freedom doesn't come from doing everything, but from being able to stop. And in that stillness, they discover a truth most people spend their whole lives searching for. You don't have to run toward life. Sometimes, you just have to stay still and listen to the silence, because that silence is you.